Venezuela. Can you tell us more about why the airspace above Venezuela should be considered closed?
Because we consider Venezuela to be not a very friendly country. They sent millions of people, really, and probably a number in excess of that. And a lot of those people shouldn't be in our country, from jails, from gangs, from drug dealers, from all of the people that came into our country shouldn't have been in our country, causing a lot of problems.
Does your warning
and drugs.
Does your warning mean that an airstrike is imminent, or should we not read it that way?
Don't read anything into it.
The New York Times reported that you had a phone call with Maduro. Did you?
I don't want to comment on it. The answer is yes.
And can you tell us a little bit
No,
about
I can't
it?
do that.
Mr. President,
Would you say it went well?
No, I wouldn't say it went well or badly. It was a phone call. Yeah. They dumped hundreds of thousands of people into our country from prisons.
Secretario General, países OPEP, países no OPEP, OPEP Plus. Venezuela denuncia formalmente ante esta instancia que el gobierno de los Estados Unidos de América pretende apoderarse de las vastas reservas de petróleo de Venezuela, las más grandes del planeta, por medio del uso de la fuerza militar letal contra el territorio, el pueblo y las instituciones del país. Esta pretensión no solo contraría las disposiciones que rigen la convivencia pacífica entre las naciones, sino que, además, pone en grave peligro la estabilidad de la producción petrolera venezolana y el mercado mundial. Venezuela se mantendrá firme en la defensa de sus recursos naturales, energéticos, y no sucumbirá a ningún tipo de chantaje o amenaza. Estimado secretario general y miembros OPEP y OPEP Plus, espero contar con sus mejores esfuerzos para contribuir a detener esta agresión que se gesta con cada vez más fuerza y amenaza seriamente los equilibrios del mercado energético internacional, tanto para los países productores como para los consumidores.
So the things that I would be looking for, and some of them have already happened in terms of future indicators of the next phase of the US strategy, are these very sort of bold statements from President Trump. And he has warned of both covert action carried out by CIA and overt military action by the Department of War against President Maduro in Venezuela. That hasn't happened yet, at least on the overt side. Now, again, there may be some covert action happening that has not been reported, but it doesn't seem, even if that's happening, it's not making headlines. Will there be additional deployments of U.S. military resources in the region beyond the presence of the largest aircraft carrier in the U.S. inventory, the Gerald R. Ford, which is on station? There are reports of lots of U.S. military aircraft in different parts of the Caribbean as well, Puerto Rico, Trinidad and Tobago, other places. There are troops either in the Marines or the Army, either at sea in the Caribbean or in other fixed locations, or they're moving around. So there's a lot already in the region. And if there's even more on top of that, then one would think either that capability is going to be used, or it's all sort of trying to demonstrate to President Maduro that it's either you leave the regime now and perhaps dictate some terms that are somewhat agreeable, or there will be a full-scale military operation to unseat you. So public support in the U.S. for military action, at least based on the polling data that I've seen, does not seem to be high. And this may be another factor the administration is thinking through, because if we are going to go to war against Venezuela to unseat the regime, that is even very different than the boat strikes that have been happening since September, which are also controversial. But I don't think the American public, for the most part, is opposed to those as they are, as at least based on polling data, as they are about a full-scale military invasion of Venezuela.
大家好，我是主播周玉琴。很多的朋友告诉我们，太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌帮助了睡眠品质。有季节敏感、代谢困扰、关心异常细胞风险的好朋友呢，可以选择原版的太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌。它添加有超级食物羽衣甘蓝，健康再加分。而有睡眠困扰的朋友们，赶快选择蓝色包装这一款晚安加强版，绝对是更有感。每日克菲尔，时刻美好 ，Good Feel Good， 请上快点购为健康下单，而且要记得输入推荐代码，有额外的折扣优惠。
太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌基础版、晚安加强版，新包装改版，内容不变，抽取更方便。要吃就吃最好的。